The Steam Summer Sale is probably starting next Thursday the 21st. I've got some videos I will link up here that have tips and tricks that will help you get the most out of the sale. Now, I usually show you really terrible games on this channel, but today's is just kind of It's Quake Champions, and if you go to the store right now and hit the install button, you can add it to your library for free. You don't actually have to install it, just hitting install will add a license to your Steam account. If you are interested in the full game now, this is probably the historic low price, and according to the community manager, it sounds like it might never be cheaper than this, and there's a possibility that the full Quake Champ Pack might not even be available in the future. It might just be free to play and you unlock characters or pay microtransactions to get fellas. So if you do get the game and you like it, highly recommend getting the Champ Pack as well. I've been playing quite a bit of Quake Champions the past few weeks before it even went on sale and became free to install. So this is very much a for noobs by noobs video. I'm going to try to cover all the basics that I'm aware of, that I think someone that's completely new needs to know about. So let's get right into it. So I'm covering what I feel is the most important basic things from a noob's perspective, but if you have suggestions or recommendations, please feel free to leave them in the comments. Every day you sign in, they give you a reward. Now if you fail to sign in, your streak is reset and you go back to day one, which is a crappy prize, but today I'm getting a reliquary, which is pretty darn good. There's 3 different sizes of loot boxes, and I know a lot of people hate loot boxes, but I didn't pay money for this, so I don't give a toot. The reliquary is the largest of the 3 loot boxes and has better quality items usually. See, I got 2 legendaries and a duplicate, but the duplicate actually gave me a little bit of an attachment. I have 3 daily challenges here, and I can actually re-roll one of them if it's too hard per day. Getting all 3 of them done will give me 6,000 favor and a crap pack. That's the crappiest of the 3 loot boxes. It contains 1 item and it's usually garbage quality. You can see here, since I have the champ packs, I have everybody unlocked. There's a lot of fellas and they all have their unique abilities and attributes, but I'll cover that later on in the video. Here's my account that is free to play, and you can see a lot of the champions are locked. 2 of them are on trial right now, which is a little rotating thing they let you do. Let's check out the store, and ooh, very chaotic, but you can see we can either purchase heroes with platinum or favor. The favor is pretty easy to grind, and the platinum you actually have to pay money for, or it is the final day on the daily login rewards. You get 100. So if you were to log in every day for 2 months, you could buy a fella. The base game only starts with the ranger character, and you cannot make custom games. However, if you do the tutorial, it'll give you scale bearer and almost enough favor to purchase another character. Most of the champions I've gotten, however, are through loot boxes. We've got a couple of game modes here that are ranked, which I'm not going to touch. I'm scared. And then we have a queuing system, which is either for solo play or team play. Dueling is a huge part of the Quake competitive scene, so I am going to show you an unranked one against my friend Jim Jones. We each get to pick 3 fellas, and whoever eliminates their opponent's fellas first is the winner of the round. It's a best of 3 in this situation. That blue thing I just picked up was called the Mega Health, and it actually gave me more than I should normally have of health, because that's the special thing with the Mega Health. It can give you more than you normally can hold, which for me, on this guy, is 100. Same thing with that green thing I just picked up, which was the Heavy Armor. Everything is color-coded, so you know what it is. That's a little ammo box right there. That was an armor, and that was a health. This is a lightning gun. It's also called the shaft. I love to give people the shaft. These hourglasses make my ability charge faster. Which for this guy, because he's Russian, it's a wall hack, so I can see what that dirty Jim Jones is up to. Let's go get him. And he's using his ability, which on Doom Guy is he's a crazy punch. Now, dueling is a tricky sport. I don't think he saw where I went, or I don't know, maybe he just got a little chicken and didn't realize that I was almost dead. But I was able to get away, get some health, get some armor, and then bippity boppity boop. Now I'm getting more stuff. I'm overstacked on my armor, which is the lower number on my player thing here. That's why it's got those little green ticks. It means I got more than normal armor. Those things recharge every 30 seconds, and a good player would actually keep the timers in their brain for when this thing was going to pop up. Of course, if your opponent got it, you just kind of have to guess. Now, my max walk speed is 310. Anytime I'm going above 310, that means I'm actually successfully doing some form of acceleration, which on this fella would be a strafe jump. Some of the other champions have some other methods for acceleration, which I will cover a little bit. Now, Jim Jones just managed to kill me, and I have had to go to a different champion, which in this case is Wolfenstein's BJ. Now, that is a little peaky glory hole, or some call it the Rafa hole, named after the professional Quake player Rafa, who once peeked through the hole and said, "I like this hole." I'm trying to be sneaky. The opponent can hear your footsteps, and that might give away my position, so... Oh fudge! I ran into those vases. Alright, well, this is BJ's ability, and that's it. You use two weapons. I call it the double BJ. He's eliminated me twice now. Is this going to be a reverse sweep? I'm on Galena now. She has these funky little totems that she can plop down. Jim didn't see me, because I don't know. I'm gonna pick up the mega health, try to get my stack super big. Galena is able to have up to 3 totems up, which is what the HUD is trying to indicate down there. I'm gonna see if I can poop out another one here, and you can see I'm gonna have another light on the HUD. See, we got 2. Now, I should have probably hidden these because you really want to have 3 totems up. It allows you to get a buff on the totems. Ooh. I'm not too healthy right now. I better go visit my totem, which will heal me, and if Jim Jones happens to run into it, it'll damage him, and also give away his position, which, there he is, and there he goes. Well, I feel like we've seen enough of the duel, and I'll leave it a mystery who won this one. Right now, the only queuable team mode, because bots are too dumb to play Sacrifice, is a 4v4 deathmatch where it's you and 3 other fellas taking on a group of 4 fellas, and you're trying to get to 75 or run the clock out with the highest score. It's a 10-minute game, and, well, you just get to 75 or you get the most kills, and that's about it. This little pinky magenta thing is the quad, and obtaining it is just the bee's knees because it allows you to do quad damage. The quad, along with protection, are both known as power-ups and will spawn in the same location on each map at set intervals. You should control and contest these in order to maintain an advantage. The 2 solo modes are Deathmatch and Instagib. In Deathmatch, it's you versus everyone, and in Instagib, you have railguns only, which is a sniper-y type thing, or you can use abilities, or the gauntlet, which is the melee weapon. I mean, geez, we barely covered anything. I barely even showed you the rocket launcher. I can't rocket jump, so I can't show you that, but I'm sure you're familiar with the term, and, you know, what the concept is. I'm gonna end this video just showing you some different characters running around doing their thing. We're going to talk about Anarchy real quick. He, I think, has diabetes and he has to inject himself. That's his ability. He injects himself, which will give himself some health and allow him to go a little faster. You also don't have to hit the W button to move forward with Anarchy while you're doing his strafe jump. You can see the directional buttons next to the crosshair while I'm using these characters, and if you pay attention to the mouse movement, you want to hit your A button as you're slowly sliding your mouse to the left, and then when you're hitting the D button, you want to slowly slide your mouse to the right. This will cause your character to accelerate much faster. Moving around fast, really important for this game, and for me, I spend most of my time just bumping into the walls. One last thing I want to mention is that if you're pursuing loot boxes for either vanity items or champions, that if you link your Twitch account to your Bethesda account, you can get loot drops by watching people play Quake Champions on Twitch. I highly recommend it. I've gotten a lot of cool things, and there's a lot of cool streamers out there. I'll link my favorite ones in the description, so go check them out and tell them I sent you.